Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Welcome into another SR51 Media Show. I'm your host, SR51 Media, or Salt Replay, or SR, whichever one is best for you. I want to welcome everyone into today's stream. I'm glad you're having a good day today. If you're not, hopefully it turns around for you. I'm glad that you're having a good night tonight. If you're not, hopefully it turns around for you. We're going to be getting into some Madden 26 shortly. Starting from the top, I want to thank YHAM5750. Thank you for them likes. Thank you for them likes. Thank you for being a part of the stream, and thank you for starting the stream off with likes. I greatly appreciate it. Also want to send a shout out to as well to number one Curry. How you doing, man? Welcome back. Welcome back, number one Curry. Welcome back. Welcome back. Wait, you changed your name. You can't come in here like that. You can't come in here and say the number one mod is back with Curry. And I'm like, who is Curry? And I'm sitting up here just addressing you like this, like a regular person. He's like, I'm back. Welcome back. You've been having an amazing season this year. So welcome back. As you can see, your player. I'm back in my afternoon slot. I've tried to get to it as early as I could, but I had some family stuff I had to attend to. A couple family things. Nothing bad. Blessed it. Nothing was bad. Just basically had to attend to a couple things before I could go live. And then I'm glad I ate earlier, because if I did not eat earlier, I probably would not be streaming right now. I'd be somewhere eating. I need mod back. I got logged out. Okay. So you said this is that boy Cross, huh? Okay, let me go in here and let me get a picture of your name. Okay. Hold on, because my phone is dying. How much I got? I can plug it back in. Okay, let me get a picture of your name. And then I'm going to go in there and delete any other one that we might have. Hold on 1 second. I should be able to add from my phone. Hopefully it doesn't drop the stream. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. Let's see if we have another name in here for you. Yes, we do. We have an old name in here. So let's take that one out. Hold up. I got a name. I got a picture of your name. So hold on 1 second. Okay, that one. That way we don't have any old login. Okay, let's go ahead and remove that one as well. All right, cool. So we're updated. Okay, so I should be able to add from here. And then let me put your name in. Well, really, it would still be. Let me see. Let me type it in that way. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put. Why is it not going up? Oh, it's like emojis and stuff. You know what? Let's try to do it from this way. Let me see if I can straight up add you. Yep, I can add from here. We'll just do it from here, and it should pop up from here. I removed the other one that you had because I just wanted to make sure that I at least removed the one you had. And that one's confirmed, so it should pop up now. There you go. I'm suffering a high ankle sprain that I could make the school team, so I'm going they wouldn't take me because I'm suffering an ankle brain, even though I'm way better than half the team. First of all, you got injured and they wouldn't let you keep your spot. That's messed up. Like I know you got to keep open spots for players and stuff, but if you're better than half the team, how you just gonna say I'm gonna put you off the team because you can't play right now? People get hurt, you know. That's ridiculous. I don't see how they would cut you like that. That's ridiculous. People get hurt sometimes, you know. You get injured. Bringing everybody up to speed. Okay, let's see where we are. I traded Abdul Carter, but I think I traded for Abdul Carter back, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I bought Abdul Carter back. Okay. I start ball back up in January. That's cool. I will be. I am in a position now where I can probably more so say that my streams won't be like starting super late at night unless I got something going on in the afternoon. So how about the Golden State Warriors? I'm curious to see who will be the next guy for the Warriors after Stephen Curry steps away. Not like in a bad way. I like Curry, you know, but I'm curious to see like who will be the guy for Golden State, you know, hitting the gym for next year. Are you hitting the gym for next year, huh? He said coming. I like Draymond too. It's my boy. I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Golden State Warrior fan. I mean, as y'all can see, still getting it freshly healed right there. My new, moving into the camera, my new, get on YouTube camera, move it to the left, and let's see, yep, my new 76er. Okay, so, you know, that's for my man Maxie. And Oubre. I like them dudes. I like Maxie and Oubre and the new 76ers. All right. Oh, Ben, you lost a good amount of weight, huh? Now you wanna bulk back up, huh? I can hear that. You eating them bulk meals? Quarterback is good. Halfback looks good. Wide receiver, we're running mad heavy at wide receiver. Yeah, we running mad heavy at wide receiver. I think with Jahan Dotson, well, Mechie we can get rid of, but then if we kept Dotson, he said y'all miss me. Oh, you pound for pound already up there. You already got your stats. You X factored out, you come up and everything like that. Oh, you mean around the streams? Yeah, I used to wonder what was going on. I knew. You see, the thing of it is, for my moderators, that's why I don't make that. That's why I don't make like everybody a moderator. So that way it's like I understand who you are and what you're going through type thing. I remember you said I remember you wanted to play sports, and a lot of the stuff that you created your player. A lot of people that have created players play sports or have played sports. So I know, okay, if I haven't heard from that boy Cross in a good couple days, it's because he's probably at practice somewhere. If I haven't heard from M.W. Wagner, he's probably at work or at practice somewhere. If I haven't heard from if I haven't heard from MVP Wavy, maybe he's asleep or something. Time zone difference. It's a lot of stuff. I was wondering when you. Yeah, and then Marvin's my ball, and Dotson as well. So we will be carrying 2, 4, 6, 7 wide receivers. Okay, let's see how it pans out with the rest of the team. 3 left tackles. Okay, so we got a good amount of left tackles. A backup center. Okay, and then we got Jaden Phillips and Nolan Smith. And then we got Carter and Myles Garrett. We got Derek Brown, Leo Chenal, Isaiah Pace, Roquan Smith, Jaheed Campbell, Zach Bond, so Jair Alexander, I'm going to go ahead and trade him away because I forget what he said, something about he's stepping away from the team, so he's on the reserve, injured reserve. I don't think it's injured reserve. I think it's like retired list or something until he makes his mind up. So I'm gonna go ahead and trade him away. I was going to do basketball because the coach told me that I would be starting point guard. Well, I mean, let me see. I put the article up there before I started. It says that okay, it's let me see what we got on this. No, I didn't restart the franchise. This is just this is year 2. We won the Super Bowl and we're a couple weeks into year 2. And I just wanted to see what the guy Jair Alexander, the one that because I found out this morning that Jair Alexander, the cornerback that the Eagles traded for, they were saying something about. I was looking at this article where it said that he was placed on the reserve list because he wanted to get his mental health together. He doesn't know whether or not he wants to play. So I was wondering, okay, is that means that so he's not active anymore for the rest of the year until he says that he wants to play. Let me see, Lions injury report. Oh wait, here it is. Lions versus Eagles injury report. So he probably is going to be a healthy scratch. Um, um, okay, they don't even list him. So that yeah, I think that. Uh, okay, so yeah, he's on the reserve list. So he up out of there. So what I do is I'd identify like a young. He's a 92 as a cornerback. I would identify a young ball, somebody that maybe you could mix. Sauce is one that I really like, but I doubt if they come up off of Sauce, and I don't think I have really any first round picks now that I went. Yeah, I don't have any first round picks now that I went back and got Abdul Carter. I would say if I gave him, let's say Alexander, I mean, it would put you halfway there. And then they're looking for a will side linebacker or a free safety. I could give him Minka, but then that would weaken the top side. But what I'm thinking about doing is sliding Reed Blankenship back over to free safety and bringing in Makuba because Makuba's ready to go now and it's stunting his growth not being on the field. And I want him on the field. For Sauce Gardner to lock down, I would say if I gave you Minka Fitzpatrick, I would give you Minka Fitzpatrick by himself and nobody else for Sauce Gardner. I would do that trade. You should let guests show up. Wait, Madden has been out for a while. Did y'all not play that much anymore? Oh, trade for a shooting. Myself personally, what was going on? I had this job that I had these hours I was working, this different kind of shift I was working on in my job, and I couldn't really get to it as much. So I was only able to get one season in, and y'all know me. Normally I have like 5 or 6 seasons in, so I'm turning it up now. Um, we have Minka, and if I'm not mistaken, Minka is actually hold on. Minka is actually the number 2 free safety in the NFL, right behind Jesse Bates. He's a zone hawk. He is from Alabama. His motivation tags are all triple green. He's from New Jersey. Scheme fit he likes, and team has franchise quarterback. So you should let guests up. You should let guests up so I can come up. Oh, you're starting wide receiver, bro. That boy, you need to understand you're already starting. That's why you're pushed out to 99 the X Factor already. Let's see here. So yeah, trading Minka away wouldn't be that smart of an idea. Even though Sauce Gardner is very high up there, you could like go and see. Okay, so anybody below, where is he at? Okay, so Jay Alexander is right there, right? So Travis Hunter moved up ahead of him to 23. You might be able to pick up Travis. I would love Travis Hunter for Jair Alexander because I mean Jair Alexander's nice, but you know Travis Hunter's young. He'll probably get better and better as time goes on. Let's see. Ooh, they have no interest in that. And also he's like a protected player too. Let's see. Okay, here's the other question: who is the first X Factor player? Is there any other X Factor cornerbacks available on the market today? Okay, who's this guy right here? Charleston Macklin. Normal. Okay. So let's see if who's the other X Factors. There's Patrick Surtain, of course. Sauce Gardner. Derek Stingley, who I don't think is typically tradable. I mean, I tried for Derek Stingley one time, but they didn't really necessarily want to come off of Derek Stingley. Let's see. Huh. I mean, you got a good push with them. They're looking for linemen. The only other thing I could think of is they're not going to let me trade Mechie, right? I could trade Dotson because we have everybody else. Luigi, yo. Shout out to my moderator, Luigi. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. Shout out to my moderator, that boy Cross. Be sure to go over to his channel and sub up, and great content creator as well. Shout out to my moderator, Ben. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. Be sure to hit up all the mods, subscribe to all their channels, and drop likes on their videos. We know the players at SR are getting no part time. I mean, everybody plays. I try to get everybody in at some point in the year. But, like, with Jair Alexander, I don't know whether he's going to hit. I don't know whether they're going to downgrade him because when you say that you want to retire from football and stuff like that, a lot of times with Madden, they put an update out and that person ends up retiring. So I'm kind of like, he's an X factor too, so it's like it kind of really hits my defense kind of tough. So that's what I'm trying to see. Is there like a rookie that just came out of the draft? Then there's L'Jarius Sneed. I had him for a while. He's actually about to be 30, so they about around the same age. Yeah, he's top level too. So what I could do is, I can't believe that one. Let me see. Okay, how about this? Let's do age. Let's go by age. Okay, we got the youngest, Charleston Macklin. That's the normal guy. Then we got Adrian Spriggs. He's a star. Okay. Adrian Spriggs. And then we got Jacoby Paris. Azari. Maxwell Hartington. Nate Wiggins. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Kool-Aid. You know what? Here's a good question. Because we might be able to build the team a little bit better and get some development pieces. Where is this? Oh, well, Asante didn't already sign. How many? Answer me this. I had Jeremy Chin at one point, right? So how about this? If I cannot get a very good cornerback, how about a very good, strong safety to help Blankenship up top and to also aid in Blankenship being able to drop down in coverage? There's no other X factors. There's Antonio Whitfield. They wouldn't trade Whitfield. Kirby Joseph. Geno Stone, 27 years old, free safety. Superstar. Zone. Okay, we got an 85. SR, if you really had to rank your mods, where would you put them? First of all, let me answer Luigi. How's your day been? Luigi, my day's been going well. I had me some tuna and chips, fish and chips earlier today, and probably later tonight I'm gonna look to get me some broccoli. And I have no clue. I'm feeling maybe some fish sticks. I don't know what I want. Um, as far as to what as far as where I would rank anybody, that boy, you have to understand that I would never put anybody in a ranking system. I have met all of you at different times in my life. I met you and that boy Cross. You and that boy Cross. I met you and Dolphins for Life in the beginning when I was just starting out on TikTok. I met MVP Wavy very shortly after that. Luigi and Ben and T kind of came in around the same time, right? And we've had some other people that I've actually deleted that are no longer, not say deleted like they can't come around, but I've had to take the mod shit back because we have a rule that if you don't come around for 30 days, I have to take it back because I don't know if you lost access to your channel and somebody else has it and they come in here and mess up the stream or something. So I had to do what I had to do. But basically, yeah, the mod list is a little bit lower than what it is. You know, I thought about opening it up, but I like keeping it the way it is. You know, so everybody's different rankings for different times. Geno Stone, right, he has an 85 play recognition, the 85 zone coverage, but his man coverage is super horrible. Hit power is nice, pursuit is nice. He is ranked as the number 19th ranked free safety, so you would be trading down. You would want to be trading into the higher picks. So I would say like with Jeremy Chin, right? Jeremy Chin, he is a Raider. He is the number 9 ranked strong safety in the league, top 5%. He has an 82 play recognition, 78 zone, 72 man, 86 hit power, 86 pursuit. So in a pinch, right, you could bring Jeremy Chin down in the coverage and have him play linebacker, right? I've been seeing your live but never had interest watching, and so TikTok kept showing your live up. I decided to join. Well, I'm glad you did, Ben, because see, the thing about it is you got to have persistence, you know. He said, Mr. OG. You got to have persistence, you know. See, the thing about it is, how I look at it is, there's a lot of games I have interest in, like Star Trek Online, Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Fallout. But I returned to football because, as far as a sport, football and basketball is and wrestling is what I know. You know, like I now basketball, I got to get a little bit more involved with, and then it was the same thing for me. But I joined when it showed up. The thing of it is, how I looked at it was, I was like, I'm not going to sit up here. That's how you can hear the passion in my voice because I actually bang with these dudes. You know, assembling these teams is half the battle, you know. I'm about to go to war with these dudes in a little bit. That's why I'm thinking, you know, with like even with this dude, you know, with Jeremy Chin, I'm like, okay, he's not a downgrade. He's actually a good player. Okay, well with Derwin James, I have Jair Alexander and no first. So would they give me Derwin James if I gave them Jair Alexander? I mean, it's a question. Okay, we have a very high yellow. And I want to thank all of y'all for joining after y'all saw it a couple times. I greatly appreciate that. They're looking for linemen. I don't really have any linemen or especially linebackers. Linebackers are very hard to come by. I ain't coming up off of none of my linebackers. Left and right ends, I might be looking to move some of them to get some picks. Because we got to fortify that line. That line is a little too weakened at the knees. How about 2/4? Can I get Derwin James if I give you 2/4? No? Okay. What if? I got to give him somebody nice, and that's a strong free safety up there. I don't want to weaken him, but I join. I don't want to weaken. Hold on, let me double check across the world. Okay, everything's going on. Okay, everything's cool. Okay. I just came in here randomly one day and I had to wait like. Yeah, we don't make. You know how we work over here, man. We don't make nobody mods that we don't feel as though has earned it. You know, we're not going to just let people walk in and we just go ahead and say, all right, we're going to make you a mod because, you know, they're here and stuff. That's messed up to you guys, you know? Uh, um, um, you know, let's do this. Let's bring up one of our practice squad players, right? Let's bring up one of our practice squad players and see if that's what can get us Derwin James. How about who do we have? We have Landon Jackson. Landon is actually a 84 with his temper. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, this is what also I think I'm the longest mod ever in your mod list. You and Dolphins for Life are original first ones. Okay, so he has a 90. So okay, so he's number. I think I'm. So he is a 24, right? He's working off of temper. Okay, his temper is he has a big market and he has a Super Bowl chance, and they say that he's a future starter, but he wants to be close to home for Texas, right? So if I bring him up and I was to say move him, his block shedding is 4 up, so that would drop down to 80 or so, and his tackling is 4 up, that would drop down to 80 or so, and his play recognition is at 81, that would drop down to 70 or so. So it would make a good point to kind of move him now, for especially for somebody like Derwin James, and then it gives you like a maybe possibly good trade, but not messing up the actual uh, flow of the squad. So let's go. He plays for the Chargers, right? So we go Derwin James, and then we go Jair Alexander, and then we also go with where is he? We go see Landon Jackson at 80. Okay, and we see whether or not these two dudes will get him. Okay, we're close, but we're not across the goal yet. Close. How about 2/4? Okay. I'm looking to close the deal. And Jair Alexander would really help my top side defense. I brought back Leo Chenal, but I have a feeling that if everything holds out the way it is, and the Philadelphia Eagles match back up against the Chiefs in the playoffs, I don't want to necessarily be trading off of defensives. So there's a lot of people that I thought about moving. Leo Chenal is a Stone Cold Chief. Raquan Smith is a Stone Cold Raven. I'm going to be moving Raquan Smith for another middle linebacker in a bit, for some picks. In a little bit, I'm going to be looking to move him for some picks. Let me move this over a little bit so I don't have to keep hunching back to see you. I would say, what are they looking for? They're mainly looking for a cornerback. They're not looking for a Sam. Nobody really is looking for a Sam. But I have a Sam in Leo Chenal, but I have a Sam in Sam Pace. So I guess the question is, who do you think is going to pan out more? In my eyes, I feel like Ivan Pace is the number 2 strong safety in the NFL. Strong side linebacker in the NFL. I mean, I could give them Ivan along with the right edge, and it would strengthen the strong safety side because Reed Blankenship could always drop down into the linebacker, and then I could always bring, what's his name? Isn't the whole point of franchise build your favorite team? Yes, it is. It really is. A lot of people lose that. Between Ivan Pace and Leo Chenal, I feel like even though right now Leo Chenal has the edge on him stats wise, I feel like the reason why that is because the Chiefs are more of a, when you're a winning squad, you get more experience. Like anybody tell you, playing into the September months of the year, playing into the playoffs and then stuff like that gives you experience. That's why most teams that win Super Bowls are teams that have been in the playoffs before. Every now and again, you get a super team or you get a surprise team, but typically it seems that been in there before and know what goes on. So on mine, I feel like Ivan Pace is 25 and Leo Chenal's 25. You could make Ivan Pace a starter and then bring in my man Jeremy Trotter behind him, and then give him Chenal, who's actually a star, right? And if you know correctly, Ivan Pace is a superstar, so he's going to develop faster than Leo Chenal. So they're the same age, so I would bet on Chenal. So what I would say is take all of them off and see if you can get Derwin James for Chenal. Okay? And then also see if you can keep the young ball that you're trading for. Luigi said, in my quarterback franchise, my superstar quarterback, I won 3 Super Bowls. Three Super Bowls. I won the Super Bowl my rookie season with the Falcons. They traded me to the Steelers. That's wow. You can't get away from them Steelers. How about Leo Chenal and Jair Alexander for Derwin James Jr.? All right. And the trade goes through. All right. That's cool with me. And then also, because you always come in to see how much they mean charge. So we got Derwin James, right? And then they got Jair Alexander, who's a very high-ranking lineman. And then their strong side linebacker, Leo Chenal, is their strongest strong side linebacker. And then so yeah, now we have Reed Blankenship and Derwin James. So we give Derwin James top side. We put Reed Blankenship at the linebacker, or let him drop down in the nickel, right? We could put him in different coverages, right? We're going to bring up Jeremiah Trotter right now. We're going to let Leo Chenal stay on that team, right? But we're going to bust some trades. This is where we're going to, because we're going to use the week we have. Because right now, I want to do it legitimately. I don't want to force any trades. Like I brought you your first Super Bowl. Why you trading me? Yes, I demanded a trade, but it's a part of the storyline. Still, like you brought him your first Super Bowl, they shouldn't have traded you, you know? Okay, so excuse me. I'm gonna put a add to trade block on Roquan Smith, right? And then I'm also going to put a add to trade block on Josh Hines Allen, who actually is on the trade block still, because I feel as though I'm ready to. I personally feel like myself that Myles Garrett, if he was able to get Myles Garrett, like I don't think you would trade Myles Garrett away. Same thing with Abdul Carter. But Landon Jackson, he could go back to, excuse me, Landon Jackson, he could go back to the practice squad. And then who knows, you might be able to trade like some other pieces of good players and stuff like that. So let's see what happens. With Roquan Smith, we're going to go ahead and move him because I think Roquan is, yes. Well, Roquan actually has good information. But we can go ahead and move him for, should I? Yeah, because N'Kobe Dean's there, and he is the number, let's see, what is he? He's probably like number 1 or number 2 behind all the middle linebackers that are playing like Luigi and all. I mean, not Luigi, MVP and Manny Taylor. Yeah, he's up there. And then Jack Campbell didn't climb so high where basically it's either him or nobody. So I would hold on to Roquan. Roquan we can hold on to. And then Derek Brown is up there as a 29. I think I added him to the trade block, but I wasn't getting that many offers for him. I may try to bust a trade for him myself. And then there's Myles Garrett and Josh Hines Allen, who's almost 30, but almost looking like he's going 99 out maybe this year. Okay, so we have some people on the trade block already. Week 3, if I'm not mistaken, week 3 is already passed. So we're going to jump to next week with the Texans, and we're going to see what comes available. Oh, crap. We're going to see what is available. Okay. Got some experience. That's good. No new unlocks. I understand. All right. We got some trade. We got a message. Edge rushers Will Anderson Jr. and Tanil Hunter will pressure SR51 Media if we don't get the ball out quickly, okay? We need to get creative against James Conner. We can't let him beat us. Oh, that was for the Cardinals. Okay, we got some interest in Roquan Smith. Okay, let's see what they're offering. Okay, no. Nico Collins, a wide receiver, not really interested in that. Jalen Ramsey, a 31-year-old cornerback. No, I'm pretty good on that. Kenneth Walker's a good player, but I wouldn't trade Roquan for him. Marlon Humphrey, to get a cornerback for Roquan Smith would be nice. John Beck, cornerback. Jair Gibbs, Brees Hall, Malik Neighbors, Jonathan Taylor, Jair Alexander back from the Chargers, which would give you an extra cornerback but would weaken you as far as a linebacker goes. And then I think I also gave them Chenal, didn't I? If I'm not mistaken. And you could bust them over the head for Alexander and say Chenal in a first and just go get you like a younger linebacker. And, you know, because he gets you whatever first you want to get or really whatever player you want to get in the NFL. You don't really trade away that sort of talent, especially this close to the playoffs, in my opinion. Now, Josh Hines-Allen, actually, if I'm not mistaken, didn't want to be here. So I wanted to see what his market looked like before we got too far into the season. Okay, so let me see this. Who is on the Chargers right now? Because I just made a deal with the Chargers, but I'm trying to see, do they have Chenal as well? So they have Leo Chenal, and they have Jair Alexander. Okay, so and then what picks do they have? Do they have any first? Okay, they have about 4 first-round picks. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. Right, I'm thinking about moving Derek Brown, who he might not move over there as well, right? But I'm thinking about moving Derek Brown or possibly let's see what are they looking for? They're looking for a Mike line, a deep. Okay, so they're looking for a defensive tackle. Okay, so if I was to give them, because I wouldn't screw him over, because I got a family friend, he will retire. Who what's his name? I'm trying to remember who you're saying will retire. If I give them Derek Brown, what's the interest? Okay, so they have no interest in Derek Brown. All right, but let's see. But they're looking for a D tackle. So the question of it is, should it be Derek Brown, Vita Vea? I got Vita. What other power position players do I have? Let's see. Josh Hines-Allen. What I think is holding Josh back is the fact that he's only really here because we're a Super Bowl contender. And I feel that now that like we have Jalen Phillips right on the left edge, I feel like I want to give Jalen Phillips and Nolan Smith the starting squad, and then I'm gonna send Landon back down to the practice squad. But I feel like Josh Hines-Allen would get me like whoever we would really want back from the Chargers, like say Leo Chenal. You probably could get Leo Chenal, Jair Alexander, and a young player and a bunch of first for Josh Hines-Allen 9 times out of 10. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what interest they have in Josh Hines-Allen. See, they have a green interest. So you could like, in a way, because you want to strengthen certain positions, you could say, give me Jair Alexander back because he hasn't officially retired. He's just taking some time off for mental health, right? Give me Leo Chenal back because he's ranked as the number 1 strong safety in the NFL, right? And then on top of that, you can also say, go ahead and give me Rashawn Slater because I'm trying to strengthen my line. And then hit me with the first-round pick here, second-round pick there, first-round pick there. So you could say for Josh Hines-Allen, I want Jair Alexander, who's an 89 cornerback shutdown. I want Leo Chenal, who's a first strong safety, strong side linebacker in the NFL. I want Rashawn Slater, who's a 94, and I want 3 first-round picks, all for Josh Hines-Allen. Let's see what they would say. Here they have a yellow interest. Now, the reason why I feel as though they have a yellow interest, number one, is because Rashawn Slater is like the biggest man on the team. He's the best player on the team. So it's like Penei Sewell. You had to throw that in there just to see what they would do. But now that he's not there, let's also see about adding that last first round pick that they were protecting. Okay, now let's see what they would say. Okay, they still have like a very low interest. Okay, so let's take that first round 21st pick off, and let's do 3 first round picks. Okay, still kind of lightweight. Then let's say take off the 28th. Let's see, 2 first round picks. Okay, so what you could do is for the players, because the players actually keep the team healthier more than the picks. What you could do is maybe 2 first round picks. Jair Alexander and Leo Chenal is a good trade in my opinion. Okay, so because they have a good team, but because they have an interest in him, I think that what you want to do is you want to find somebody that's looking for a left edge. They're not really looking to budge on anything because they're not looking. Okay, they were greenlit. Okay, the Broncos. No, I wouldn't want to strengthen the right. The Browns. We just got rid of Myles Garrett. You're gonna have to offer way more. I know they're going. I was gonna clean them out. You know. Josh Allen, he's a good player. I ain't got nothing against him. It's just he's here for the Super Bowls, and we won 1 Super Bowl together. Now, I think it's time that I make a strategic move and maybe move him for some picks. See how we're gonna go about it. 1 second. Searching the world. Okay. Let's see here. We're looking for teams that would go greenlit on him. Okay, the Jaguars, which is his original team, but they don't. The Jaguars don't have anybody that would bring me in here to want to trade him back, to be honest. There's not a lot of people on here. They got tight ends and stuff like that, and you know, but like they got, okay, I could get, they don't, they not, to bring him back here. I mean, they got Christian Wilkinson, but I'm already so widely deep on daggone tight ends. I mean, they got, you could maybe run them for 4 first round picks. Manny Yo. Shout out to my moderator, Manny. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. How's that day going, Manny? Yo. How's things treating you, man? How's things treating you? Let's see here. The Ravens have interest. The Saints have interest. And I don't even know who's on the Saints like that. Chris Olave, Justin Reed, Alvin Kamara. They have a guy, Mateo Ramirez. Mateo is a... And then they have Rashid Shaheed, but he went to the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken. They have Talisa Funga. Okay, so they got some good people. Let me ask you a question. Y'all are greenlit on Josh Hines Allen. They going mid Ravens. This is what I was about to say, right? I wanted to kind of hold on to him, but I'm willing to offer Derek Brown. But he didn't have an interest. Oh, you wanted to see could he go to the Ravens? No, I'm actually making this trade to see if I can get some first round picks because we have no picks and the trade deadline's about to happen. So I wanted to see if I could get some picks, and I don't want to just completely jack you guys for your picks. Defensive tackles at his ability would come in clutch. What's Martinez? He's a speedster. Oh, okay. So Mateo, he's a rookie. He's a speedster. Is this online franchise? J5 Productions, this is offline. If you're looking for online content, what you want to do is go on over to that red brand and check out my channel over there. I have content of me playing online with the franchise on, winning championships. I turned the franchise cap off and turned it down to all pro. Okay, how fast is he? Well, dang, I mean, my man got an 84 speed and 83 acceleration. So this is kind of the direction that I wanted to take the defense in, right? Not a problem, JD5. This is kind of the direction that I wanted to take the defense in, something where it's like, because Derek Brown is nice, but Derek Brown, like I noticed when we was playing, like, especially Lamar Jackson. And then it's not just Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson. It's people like Manny, Luigi, T and his quarterback. It makes it hard for these dudes to get chased down by Derek Brown because of the fact that Derek Brown is slow. He's not slow as in like mentally or physically, but like in speed. He can't chase you down. Whereas Mateo can, even though he's an 84, you could probably get Mateo. I'm thinking maybe you can get Julian Blackman, who what you don't need is a strong safety. Yeah, the Saints are still in rebuild mode. He probably gonna be much cheaper than you think. Not gonna lie. Yeah, you might not even have to use Derek Brown to pick up Mateo. You might be able to go with let's see, how far would I be off if I offered you, say, Jackson for Mateo? Yeah, I don't have a lot of people I would offer for that dude like that. He's a good player. But mainly the trade pieces was Derek Brown and Josh Hines Allen. Let's see who else. Seahawks are looking for edges. They're a good team. Let's see, would they go green for Josh Hines Allen? Okay. I mean, what's your picks looking like? 12th round pick, okay. 28th there, okay. 29th there, okay. So we can at least look at 3 first round picks. Really not looking to take your players like that. Who you got here? Darius Ward. Practice squad eligible. Can't run routes. I'm good. What's the lineman looking like? Anybody that you happen to pick up that wasn't? These are all they see. I like that they got this new setup in here where they had these players take pictures so you can see who was on the team and who wasn't. Charles Townsend. I don't know why I have the. Oh, I think he was somebody I tried to draft in the practice squad, but yeah, you could send him over there. It would make them stronger, but frankly, I have one open position. I don't actually have to trade anybody right now. So what I would say is send the young ball, send the ball. Hold up. Also, let's see free agency. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, Makuba, right? We have Tupin. We have 2 open spots right now. So this is where I want to. People say development. They don't be here for stuff like this, right? Send me Jeremiah Trotter because he's almost a 70, and I want him on the squad, right? And send me Makuba. And send me Trotter. I want both of them on the field, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to also the cornerback, right? And this is where somebody like Max Melton or some like Max. What's up with Max? Max normal. I picked him up from the practice squad. Very fast. Can't tackle, but very fast. We have Reed Blankenship. I didn't like the Eagles versus the Packers game. I felt this on myself that it was a defensive game. It wasn't more of a what do you call it? A scoring game. It wasn't that type of game. So it was more for people that want to watch like defense and stuff like that. He said y'all can't score for nothing. I feel like myself personally, the Packers are a good team. See, here's the thing about it, right? And it could be looked up if y'all want to. When we play good teams and we win and we don't win by like 30 points, everybody's like, we can't win, right? I look at it like that game could have been 7-0, and I would have still been as happy as whatever score it was that we won. I could care less how we win. I could care less how it gets done. As long as we keep winning and we keep marching towards that first round bye, I don't care how it gets. As long as it's being done legally and we're not doing nothing like, Lord forbid, taking like steroids or doing drugs or gambling on the games or anything like that, man, I don't care how we get it done. And we're not doing nothing like headhunting, or trying to hurt players or anything like that. I say get it done and get us another title, man. For real, it's a boring comment. Are you just building a Super Bowl team? No, he said, I hope the Broncos be number 1. Not gonna lie. Never mind Broncos, AFC. I mean, the Broncos, I want to see is Pat. That's the thing about it. I think the Broncos are waiting for Patrick Mahomes. I think the Lions and the Packers and the Cowboys are waiting for us over here in the East. I think also with teams like the Vikings, they can make a run, I think the Vikings could definitely make a run in something and have J.J. McCarthy in a situation where he could throw us out of the playoffs. I really do think that's a possibility, Um, okay, Brock Bowers, he has interest to be here. Okay, so all the young guns for this year have interest to be here. All right, cool. All right, so we can move forward in this week right here. We can set up the roster, and the defense should be a bit stronger now. Colts got an easy schedule ahead. I mean, I think the schedule, like, don't get me wrong, I understand that the schedule, like, will, you know what, I need to put this up here so I can stop pulling on it. I understand the schedule gets easier as, as you go on. Um, so do the Broncos, who barely beat the Jets? So do the Broncos, who barely beat the Jets, and the Raiders. You get a 99 overall team by basically, there's a lot of routes that you can go. I took the route of, I took more of the route of trades and different elements myself personally. I took a lot. I took a lot of like different routes. Take Josh Hines Allen, right? The trade that I was thinking about making with him. Derek Brown, he wants to be top of the depth chart, but he's close to home Georgia, so he likes it. He's at least somewhat close to home Georgia, and he likes that we're a historic championship team, right? So, and he's young, right? Now, when you come over to Josh Hines Allen, right? He's good because of his morale, because we're winning, right? But if we started losing, his morale would drop off. And the only reason why he's interested in his morale being up and his temper being up is because he can see we might win the Super Bowl, right? So what I would say is to strengthen other positions, because you might be able to put some picks along with it. I say let's return to, I think it was the Chargers, right? Let's return to the Chargers. Let's pull up their Jair Alexander and then Leo Chenal trade. And also, who was that other person? I'm trying to remember. Let's do Tuli Opotu. Tuli's a left edge, and I think Tuli can go left edge. So let's go with Tuli, and let's do, how many people would that give me? Okay, that would give me 2 over. Okay, and then let's also do Derek Brown. We're going to do a straight-up trade because my man, these players are players that I have many. These are people. Bo Nix is good. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. These are players, like, when they go to this team, I actually I root for this team because my brother-in-law in the family is a Chargers fan, so I'm not looking to, like, do his team dirty or nothing. I'm going to be taking these picks. But I'll give you Josh Hines Allen, who's a 91 overall left edge, and Derek Brown, who's a 96 overall defensive tackle, for Jair Alexander, Leo Chenal, Tuli Opotu, and 3 first-round picks. What do you say? Okay, a little bit hesitant. Okay, I can understand you not wanting to come up off the first-round pick number 21 because of the fact that, basically it's your first-round pick number 21. I can see that. So let's do 2 28s and possibly a 29. And let's roll with that. Okay. How about we take 3 off and just do 2? You're driving a hard bargain. How about we take Tuli off and we take the 2 picks off, and if we did straight up, I would require at least 3 first-round picks. It would have to be Jair Alexander, Leo Chenal, and 3 first-round picks. Okay, a little hesitant? Okay, well, how about 2 first-round picks in 28 and 1 in 29? Okay, still a little hesitant. Like I said, they don't need to actually be moved. They're under contract. There's no real, sweat that I have to go and get them. I think if I move the picks, let me see, Jair Alexander. Let's see, you know what? Let's see if he has a green interest. Let's see how many firsts we can get for him. And just let the team just build up on him. Let's see how many firsts did they give me. Let's see how many firsts they would put in for him. Okay, so we have 4 firsts. And let's do a second there and a second here. Just straight up, we just traded them for picks. We didn't even get people, right? How about a first round 21, 4 first round picks in 2 seconds. Okay. Take the second off. Okay. Take the other second off. You don't want to come up off 4 first round picks, huh? Okay, well, how about this? If I take off the 4 first-round picks, how about I take off the 21st pick in this year's draft? You'll go ahead and give me 3 first-round picks. You go ahead and keep um, the players you have, right? And I'll bust it down to just strengthen my defense because players are more important than picks because it's going to take you a while to find these players. How about Jair Alexander, Leo Chenal, and 2 first-round picks? Driving a hard bargain, brother. How about a first-round pick, Leo Chenal, and Jair Alexander? Why I say the Chiefs dynasty is over is the dynasty is mid, and oh, y'all are talking against each other. I would say you couldn't get the picks you wanted, and Josh Hines Allen is better than what you think. I say to get these 2 back, hit them with a slow Derek Brown. Josh Hines Allen would be harder to find. Okay, how about we take them off and let them just stay on the Chargers? Who's the person that they? Okay, so the Bears are offering Joe Thuney, right? Joe Thuney is a great lineman. That would be a good pickup. Zach Tom from the Packers. Don't necessarily want to be doing business with the Packers anymore like that. So Joe Thuney's a 33. Actually, Joe Thuney's a 92, but Derek Brown's a 99, so 99 out. How many linemen do we have currently? Okay, we have Tristan Wirfs and we have Christian Darwins. Christian is a 93 left tackle. How would he be at right tackle is my question. If I made him a right tackle, like, how would he hold up at right tackle? Like, what would his thing? He would be an 89. So he's a superstar. Joe Alt's a superstar. I say officially switch him to right tackle, so that way he can grow as a right tackle instead of being on the 3rd slot of the instead of being on the 3rd slot of the roster, he can be an official right tackle, right? And then we'll see his ranking now, which is now 93. So he's actually higher over there than Joe Alt, which is forcing Joe Alt to now get stronger and be at 88, which is good. Anthony said, "Is this a realistic man?" Yeah, I started off with the only thing that's different than the only thing that's different than the Philadelphia Eagles that you see in real life is the fact that I traded away about, I want to say somewhere about 3 years worth of draft picks in the first year, 1 through 7. And then I made trades all the way up to the end of the year. The salary cap's not on, but you still have to watch what you offer. And it also doesn't, like, there's players that just because the salary's off, what you call it? Just because the salary's off doesn't mean you get all the players you want, because, like, you can offer a player a lot of money and they can still turn it down. You know, they can still be like, well, I understand that you're offering me, you know, they could be like, well, I understand that you're offering me this lucrative amount of money, but I'm going to go ahead and turn you down because, you know, for some apparent reason, they could be like, you know, we don't, they literally will say, the wild part about it is they literally will say, we are not seeing eye to eye. And, like, that's the wild part about it. They'll say something like that. They'll be like, yeah, we're not seeing eye to eye. And I think that we should, what do you call it? We're not seeing eye to eye. I think that I should go somewhere else in free agency or however they count it up and stuff like that. So I think that what I was going to say was, and then also with Abdul Carter, right? Carter, see with Allen is higher than Carter, right? But I'm trying to understand why Leo Chenal, they wasn't willing to trade Chenal, which is surprising. I could send him Marvin Harrison Jr. because he is stunning the growth of my man Jahan Dotson. but I like Marvin Harrison Jr., and I feel like Marvin Harrison Jr.'s career is being stunted by Kyler Murray. So, I'm just being real with you. And then we got a two-headed monster game going. You have two different numbers. Yeah, I play defensive tackle and quarterback. Yeah, I think with Marvin Harrison, Marvin was hard to get as a player to acquire, right? But when you have like Dapoy Cross, MFW Wagner, Puka Nacua, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith already, that's your starting five. This dude is literally like the sixth wide receiver. He's not going to see the field unless somebody gets hurt. So what I would say is let's look to move him back so that way we can get some other young boys off the practice squad. Oh wait, first let's see how his development would be. Would he is his motivations really good or something? No. See, he really wants no income tax state, which is I think Arizona or something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and look to trade him away, and let's see what interest we get in him before we just automatically send him back to the Cardinals. Okay, not a lot, not a super lot. I definitely wouldn't send him to the Cowboys. not a super amount of interest. Figured I'd see more. The Cardinals was his original team, so I'm pretty sure there's some people over here. Okay, there's Robert Hunt, who is a right guard that I sent him, who I definitely would want back. And then I think everybody else over here is, I thought it was a lineman. Yeah, everybody else over here I think is Cardinals that was originally here. There's a wide receiver. Is he young? Okay, we have a rookie wide receiver, very fast, good routes. They traded Marvin. They basically drafted him because they gave me Marvin. So, yeah, I would say all of them, the right guard, the wide receiver. You have a first-round pick number 1. Wow. I know they're not going to come up off of that for Marvin, but it's worth a shot. How about first-round pick number 1 and a bunch of firsts and that wide receiver? Okay. Take the number 1 off. Take that wide receiver off. So you don't feel as though Marvin Harrison's worth 3 wide receivers. Okay. 2 first-round picks in that right guard. How about this? Keep the right guard and hit me with the 3 first. Oh, whoa. About to mess up. Hit me with the 2. Two first round. They don't really need him because that's the thing about it. They have a green interest in him, but they don't really need him, and they have the number 1 pick in the draft. So they're looking at probably a quarterback or something. And like if I'm gonna trade him away, who's a player that I actually like, and like I like him on the field, the way he plays and stuff like that. Let's see, the Chargers. The only real person that has a green interest in him is the Cardinals. Everybody else has yellow interest, and I don't want to trade him away. It's like when people say you don't want to trade somebody away and get lesser talent. That's what's kind of going on because that's what I try to tell people. When you turn up the draft class strength, these dudes that are in the NFL, Dr. Drake, go Birds, fly Eagles fly. Hopefully this is our year again. Thank you for them likes. Thank you for them likes. When you turn up the draft class strength as high as I turned it, right, to like I think I got it on like strong or very strong or something like that. When you turn the draft class strength up very high, these dudes come out the draft, like you see there's already like X factors and superstars already available in the league. So it puts players like Marvin Harrison Jr. at a default because basically you get him and then it's like, okay, you get him, but then on the back end of getting him, you're in a situation where now, you see what I'm saying, you don't have options as picks because I use the picks to get the players, so I'd have to wait till the next year's picks come in, or I'd have to actually trade somebody to get the picks. Now I'm thinking about possibly moving my man Foze over here. I don't really know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to have to wait till they call him. But I'm thinking him and also Isaiah Likely would have to play, so maybe not Isaiah Likely, but I'm thinking that will side linebacker. I think that would be very good to have him. When you look at linemen, not really that much. Okay, you got left guard here, pretty good. You could probably teach him. It's always good to have linemen that you're teaching. That way, just in case you got to rely on one of them. Brendan, thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I'm thinking. Marvin will make a good pick, right? And then the middle, because linebackers are harder to find. Wide receivers are coming out pretty strong nowadays. Linebackers on the game, I don't know whether it's a game thing or a real life thing, but linebackers are not. They're not coming out there strong. Now the difference of it is though, my man right here has been in the league 8 years and he's 31 years old. Now his motivation and tags are highest value offer, head coach win percentage. So we're gonna have 2 out of the 3, right? But the problem that I have with it is with him, he has all great stats, but with him about to be entering his 9th year next year, that means that basically he would be in like his 9th, 10th year already by the time we go into next year. But it would give me like almost daggone near the baddest. Brendan, thank you for them gifts. Thank you for them gifts. Ben, thank you for being here, man. I greatly appreciate it. You have a good rest of your night, man. Hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. Thank you for coming past, and thank you for supporting me. Just to let everybody know, I have been accepted into Live Fest. So if you can, support me over there with the likes and the coins and all that sorts of stuff. Dr. Drake, welcome to the 51 Dynasties community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Y'all, I'm a huge fan. I haven't tuned into a stream for a while. I used to watch every stream you had. Thank you for the support, C. Brown. I greatly appreciate that. You know, what you could do is, because the Jaguars is also an AFC team, right? It would be a ferocious line. Like, don't get me wrong. If you sent Derek Brown along with Brennan, welcome to the 51 Dynasties community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are also appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream as well. The thing of it is, for Fozy, right, I could strengthen the defense without actually weakening the defense, right, is what I'm thinking. Like, you could probably get you could maybe trade Marvin Harrison over there and get this guy, and but then when you look at Marvin, right, Marvin is only 2 years old. Marvin's only 24 years old, and he's already an X Factor. He's already ranked as in the top 11 of wide receivers in the NFL, so I kind of think that's like too high of a trade, like for him in a sense. Now, if you wanted to say move Derek Brown, who I know is slower, who we're trying to get faster with, maybe you could say move him to maybe get you some picks. The Saints' number one thing they're looking for is a defensive tackle. So if you put Derek Brown up, and let's say you wanted to get their boy Marinez, Mateo, and let's say you wanted to get Mateo and 3 first-round picks for Derek Brown, what would they say? Okay, no interest, 2. 1. Okay, so they're looking for somebody to pair with Mateo. That's what they're trying to do here. They don't want to actually trade away Mateo. They want to get somebody to pair with them. Okay, so what if I said you wanted to get a defensive tackle? I have a defensive tackle. How about I offer you a trade of 3 first-round picks and 3 seconds? Okay, so now we know that who's really been hunting around Derek Brown has been the Bears. Let's see if Derek Brown, because the Bears would make a good trade. So before we automatically trade him to the Bears, let's see if anybody pops green. If anybody pops green, then we also going to check the route and see if anybody offered a first. Because if anybody offered a first, then we can go to them right off the bat and know, okay, Okay. So the Bears offered the second, third, first. Okay, so the Colts offered the first. Okay, and that would also put him in the AFC. The Jaguars offered the first. Okay, so then that would put that guy, which is different. That means that Fusi guy would actually get him. We could actually get the first round pick 5th, if we put Fusi and sent him over there, that would be an AFC trade. The Raiders are also offering a first, and then it's the first round pick in looks like this year's draft, and then the Jaguars. The Jaguars actually have a linebacker that I want. Jackson, how you put players on the trade block is what you want to do is you want to hit player card, and you want to go down to add player to trade block, and you want to add them before week 9, so that way basically they can bring you back offers, so that way you don't have to wait till every week. If you don't want to wait till each next week, you can just put a player, go to the trade menu, put them in the trade block, and hit Y and get offers, and then you can just flip through the offers. The Jaguars have first round pick number 5. I'm pretty sure I could trade number 5. Not a problem, Jackson. I always want to be here for the community. I'm pretty sure I could trade number 5. I don't really even need number 5 that high, but I'm pretty sure I could trade number 5 for like another 2 or 3 picks in the year. But I'm looking to kind of stack up. I don't want to be in a situation where like I get a number 5 pick and like, cause see, that's a number 5 pick in next year's draft. You don't really know if there's going to be a number 5 pick. Whereas like this one right here, this is the number 4 pick in the Raiders draft this year. So they're offering number 4, but they may be offering a high number 4. Saquon is still my running back, but my one of my moderators, CJ, is my starting halfback. He had a position battle and asked could he be number 1. What I would say is if the Bears pop up, right, number 1, I would go over here and I would look at Thunny. I would check him out, right? So Thunny been in the league about 10 years, right? I think Lane Johnson played about 12 years, right? I feel like they're trying to move Thunny because they know Thunny trade with the Jags, then to trade with the Jags. I'm thinking myself, right? You're not getting the value that you deserve for Derek Brown. Derek Brown is a 99, okay? So in my opinion, I don't feel as though we're getting the trade value that I feel as though I would want to get for him. If I was to trade him away, I would say, okay, because all right, I got to trade for the Jaguars. I got a trade that I'm willing to trade. I'm willing to trade a linebacker, right? I'm willing to trade him a linebacker, right? And possibly at the same time, everybody else was already over here. About a linebacker, just a will linebacker. He's a 99, so I do think we're going to see how far we can go in the picks. We're going to go will side linebacker, 4 first-round picks in the second. All right, Brendan, you have a good night, man. You have a good rest of your night. Okay, we have a yellow interest. So what this means is I can set the team up with the future by trading them, let's say Josh Hines Allen, right? We have another player that we're not using, right, with Josh Hines Allen, right? They have a super interest in Josh Hines Allen, but I actually have a bigger interest in Derek Brown. So now let's pull Derek Brown from the trade and see if we can get it done for Josh Hines Allen. Okay, we're close. Now, if you just send them Josh Hines Allen as well as Derek Brown, right, 9 times out of 10, this is where you got to look at for the future, right? Yo, Nola Nation, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream, man. He said, been a while working on my mental, lost my friend on Halloween, sadly. Oh, Nola, you lost your friend on Halloween, man. First of all, let's reinstate that Nola. Nola, I don't know if you've ever been a mod, but we can go ahead and reinstate that mod ship for you right now, man. That way I know. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know, we can go ahead and make you a mod right now and get you that mod chip so that way I know we can get the clock rolling. And I'm glad that you came in and at least explained to me what was going on and stuff. Sorry to hear that, man. Get your mental together. Mental health is very serious and very big. You know, I was just talking about, players and stuff like that, starting to talk more about their mental health. So you be sure to get that together and stuff, man. Okay, so what I was saying was, I have an interest in Will because Will can be my will side linebacker, right? And I haven't forgotten about you as well, Nolan Nation. Be sure to I don't know if you came in and left, but while you're here, be sure to let me know how things have been going, man. Outside of that, yeah, it was not rough. Getting a little bit better though. Hopefully, it is getting better for you, man. That's sorry to hear, especially around the time of Halloween. Halloween is Halloween's a very like horror kind of like thing, but it's not supposed to be like in real life. It's supposed to be more. I like more of the TVs and the movie shows and stuff like that, not actually the real life version. Okay, so I'm thinking about the future of the team, right? And the future of the team that I see is a potential where number one, we could get a very good linebacker, right? And at his position, and I'm still here for you, Nolan Nation. I haven't forgotten about you, man. We could get a linebacker who's very good at his position, right? We could give a left edge who really does not want to be here back to the team we got him from. And we could also get rid of a defensive tackle who's very good, 99, but he can't chase down the quarterback. He can just mainly stop runners. So he said, don't do this. C. Brown, you gonna head out. Have a good night. Just wanted to tune in, streaming. C. Brown, man, I'm glad you were in here. You have a good rest of your night. Thank you for your support, and thank you for bringing it in for the stream. Thank you for bringing it in. Chad says, I feel like I'm giving up too much. Okay, how about this? How about Josh Hines Allen, right? And y'all keep some of your picks. Keep the second. Okay? It could be that I'm asking for your 16 this year. I know Derek Brown is too good. How about take the 16 off? Just 3 first. Okay, we getting close. How about this? I'm trying to get picks that are close in the same year. How about 2 first-round picks in 28 and your will side linebacker for Josh Hines Allen? Ooh, we close. How about this? I'll throw a 4th in for my department. We'll keep Derek Brown. I'm glad. 4th and the 1st is wild. 4th first. 4th first. You got to swing big. That's how I look at it, right? So you get your 2 picks. What y'all say? Okay. What if I put another 4th with it? So I give you 2 4ths. What we'll do is I give you 2 4ths and Josh Hines Allen, and you give me the will side linebacker, and you give me 2 first-round picks. Well, I say go and get it done. That's what I'm talking about. Now, here's the reason why I did that also, right? When you come over to Jalen Phillips and Nolan Smith Jr., they're ready to go. You got Myles Garrett and you got Abdul Carter on the other side. The man was just here, Now, you was able to keep Derek Brown, right? This is where also we wanted to trade Derek Brown, I remember, right? But now we got the picks. So we don't necessarily need to trade Derek Brown because we got 2 first, which is wild. We currently look like, so how the team, how the team got here in this point, the Philadelphia Eagles was the original team. I trade away every pick between 1 and I want to say 7, really, for like 4 years, right? I just do it consecutively for like 3 or 4 years. I'm going to be honest, to get a team like this, you're going to have to do like 30 or 40 trades a season, man. Real talk. You're going to have to do 30 or 40 trades between week 9. You're going to have to scan the free agents. You're going to have to do the drafts. You're going to do the scouting. You're going to do all that. I got the team on, what's that setting right below Madden All-Pro? Got it on All-Pro. The only thing different is the salary cap's off. I ain't forced no trades. I ain't forced nobody to take no trades or nothing like that, Josh Hines Allen has been traded. Yes, he has. And then we still have Derek Brown. So he's a good defensive tackle. I don't really even think I need to trade him. What's the count at? We're at 53. Oh, because we picked up what's his name? No, it's actually offline. Yeah, I think that we got wait, I thought we got a Will. Oh, we got another Will side linebacker. Yeah, we got Will. We got Foskey or Foe. How you want to say that? We can go with Foe. Got my man Foe over here. Will hear his official name. Is the team overall 99? The team overall is 99 in the second year. Yes, they are. I mean, Derek Brown can support you some more picks, and you really don't need him at first round. But the thing about it is we have a good linebacker. But I like having him, because we got Jalen Carter for the speed and Jordan Davis on speed, and these are my two run stoppers. And sometimes you play teams that you need the run stopper. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just retire from the trades right now and move into the next game and see how the team plays out. And if there's any holes that I see, then I'll develop it. We still have about 2 weeks before the trade deadline, so let's go ahead and get a game up. So we at least got a game on tape. All right. And then Roquan Smith, they were trying to offer us trades for Roquan Smith, but we're going to go ahead and hold on to him. And then, okay, depth chart. Some players are probably not going to be able to be played on the field. Fullback wise, I've been also running it differently. I have Saquon Barkley running as fullback, and I have C.J. Hammond running as halfback because it puts me into a position where I can send him out for passes. So it's kind of like having an extra halfback. It's something that the Eagles used to do back in the 90s, the early 90s. And then A.J. Brown, are you ready to come back? A.J. Brown is ready to come back, which is great. We can put him on the field above Smitty, and then Puka will play over top of Smitty, and Marvin Harrison will be there. And then at tight end, everything looks good. Nobody's looking at injury. Left tackle is looking good. Left guard is good. Center is looking good. Right guard is good. Oh, wait. Do we have another right guard? Did we trade for somebody or something? I don't think we have another right guard. No, we don't. Right tackle. Hold on. Right tackle is going to be, yep. Wait, what's up with Joe? Joe Alt's going to be behind him. Getting the reps. Left edge. Left edge is going to be Jalen Phillips was actually in, but then Nolan Smith was coming off the side as well. I don't want to weaken the rush too much. I feel like having Myles Garrett is good. I got him early on in the year. Myles is a good person and stuff like that. He's pretty good. I would say give the left edge to Nolan Smith so he can start more of his development. He's just a tad bit faster than Jalen Phillips, and they'll be coming in on the rush with each other anyway. Jordan Davis off the right edge, very fast, shuts down the line. Defensive tackle, everybody's looking good. Everybody's in line to do what they got to do. Thank you for the support, Dr. Drake. I greatly appreciate it. Sam's side linebacker, we have another Sam's. We have Jeremiah Trotter. I want Trotter in so he can get reps at the position. Mike linebacker, that's Will. Okay, Will. Oh, I know what it was. Sam is going to be somebody else. It's going to be Will side, Jack Mon. There it is. Jeremiah Trotter's on the field. He'll get the reps, but we're going to work it like that, where Ivan Pace is behind him, and then Will Campbell. And then at Will is going to be Zach Bond, Will Campbell, and then Ivan Pace. Or we'll actually give the reps to somebody that needs them, like say Jeremiah Trotter off the Will side. Cornerback is lined up. We don't actually have a backup cornerback, but we have a backup cornerback in somebody, let's say Reed Blankenship, if it comes down to it. Now, what I am noticing is Reed Blankenship cannot drop down into coverage like that if it came down to it. But Derwin James would be a 75, so we could pull Derwin James or just mainly put Reed Blankenship at cornerback. Now, here's the thing. Seeing this shows me that in a way, let me see what it looks like for the sub linebacker, because that means that Reed Blankenship cannot drop down in the cornerback as I thought he could. Now, the difference of it is they can play linebacker. He can't play cornerback that good, but he can play linebacker almost 80. So he's kind of developing how like C.J. Gardner-Johnson used to do when he dropped down in the coverage for us. And then Derwin James would play sub linebacker at really higher than almost Zach Bond at 91. So even though they cannot play cornerback, it'll be okay. I think that comes back to, again, being in a way overpowered at defensive tackle with Derwin James, because when you look at it, right, Derek Brown doesn't really see the field like that, right? And what we could do is we could maybe trade him back to the Chargers. Like, we could probably trade Derek Brown. Hold on one second. Cole the Rican. Welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream, man. You could trade Derek Brown, right? Or because you got to think about like what's harder to find and stuff. Reed Blankenship was holding down his position. He didn't really get like tossed on like that or anything like that, problem wise. And Derek Brown being a 99 would be harder to find. So what you could do is, because you had the picks from the Chargers, you could trade Derwin James back. Well, let's see what Derwin James is what do you call it? His mentality is. Like, is he really love being here already, or is it one of those like I'm just here to be here type things? Okay, he values highest value offer and scheme fit. So we have a scheme fit with him, and we have the highest value offer, but he would prefer to be in a warm weather state, which is basically Los Angeles. My quarterback is myself with Jalen Hurts and Shadari Sanders behind him. So how about this? I would say, I would say Derwin is cool and stuff like that, but I think that Derwin is going to actually be a little bit harder to kind of like upgrade. So how about this? Give me, let's see how much y'all really like Derwin James. How about you send me back Jair Alexander, Leo Chenal, Mekhi Becton, and 3 first-round picks for Derwin James. Okay, no interest. Take off the 21. Take off the 28th. Just the players. Take off Becton. No, they can hold on to him. Derwin James can slide down as a linebacker, and then I'm trying to think of a position for, well, Reed Blankenship could be my star linebacker. What offers would you get for Derwin James? Let's see, what would people be willing to offer? I get Eric McCoy from the Rams. Is Derwin James and them other players like the best players? Oh, I see what it is. Jair Alexander's the third best player on the team, and Chenal. Okay, so how about we do 2 and 2? How about we do Derwin James, and we also do say did I get rid of Josh Hines Allen? Josh is gone. Okay, how about we do Abdul Carter as well? Because a lot of people have a lot of interest. Well, no, you know what? Abdul would be an Eagle if he could. Let's not get rid of Abdul just yet. Maybe trade with Las Vegas that team's a warm weather state. That is true. And then before I go, can I get my man Jair Alexander back for a first in 28? No. How about earlier first in 28? No? Okay, well, y'all can hold on to him, my man. I don't know if he gonna get that update pop to him. Abdul a Giant for life. Really, a Giant for life? All right, well, this is what we're gonna do. Because Abdul Carter is a Giant for life. My man came in and said Abdul's a Giant for life. They ain't never going. Y'all said that about Saquon, but nah. I feel you where you're coming from. Let's go ahead and give Abdul over to. Abdul might actually get us a lot of first. Nah, I know where you're coming from. He's a very good player. And let me tell you something. You might be new to the stream. You might not know. I am not a hater. If you got a good player and you got a good player on your team and you're a good team, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna give you the credit. Okay, I feel as though if I had to call it fair, first of all, my cousin, who's not even a cousin-in-law, my baby cousin, is a big blue. She just recently got on my nerves. Nah, I've been watching for a few years. No, it's cool. My cousin, who is a big blue fan, who, to be honest, had the audacity to text me, "Go Big Blue," after we lost to y'all. I told her, I like Jackson Dart, pretty good quarterback. His mentality is very hype, Axel Boy, welcome to 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Dr. Drake, thank you for the likes. So yeah, the thing about it was basically Jackson Darts. Do you do any rebuilds? Yeah. So I've done the Texans a couple of years back. Before that, I've done the Browns. I used to do mainly the Texans all the time before they got C.J. Stroud. I used to do the weakest team. If you go back to my red brand video, I used to do. If you were an Eagles team, what team would you support? If I was not an Eagles fan, 9 times out of 10, me living Hawks fan. Actually, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you who I support, and it's wild, right? I don't want to see anybody. I didn't want to see Jackson's. I didn't want to see Cam Scatterboo get hurt the way he did because like I said, my cousin's team, my baby cousin's team, is the Giants, so I didn't want to see him get hurt that way. And I wanted to compete the rest of the year to see how it would turn out. My favorite cousin is a 49er. My favorite cousin-in-law is a 49er. So even though we go back and forth with our teams, we actually support each other. So I don't really wish any injuries on her squad. My other brother-in-law is two of my brothers-in-law. One of them is a Charger. One of them is a Raven. I don't wish any injuries on either one of their teams. If we meet them, we meet them in the playoffs. My cousin-in-law is a Seahawks fan. And yeah, and by the time you add up just those teams alone, I wouldn't like automatically join their fan base or anything, but I don't want to see their players get hurt or like be on steroids or anything like that. I want them to have good seasons and we play against each other and we make highlights and I want to win. I want to win. Giants a good team, just can't put it together. I mean, I think a lot of it. Hold on, we're gonna see. I'm gonna show you the power of Abdul Carter. I'm showing the power of Abdul Carter. Hold on 1 second. Come on for Abdul. What? You tripping. That's a lot of first round picks. I ain't gonna lie. Take the 21 off. What are y'all looking for? Oh, they're not even looking for Abdul. Oh, and I only have Abdul to let you know too. How did you feel? We are in the second year right now. How do you feel after the Eagles beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? I feel like it was earned. I'm not gonna lie. It was earned. In my opinion, I feel that if I had to call it honestly, I feel that it was earned. But at the same time, we do have some weaknesses right now. I think a lot of people are making it seem like we don't. I think their life is going to be a little tough after Lane Johnson. I think we need to start thinking about that. I think that the line definitely Tyler Snead. I like Tyler Snead. He is really stepping in very good at right guard. I think we got a guy there. I think that we can use a first or a second round pick. I forget how high it was that we drafted Lane Johnson, whether it's either a trade or a free agent. We definitely got to address that right tackle position. I think Jalen Phillips and Nolan Smith are going to turn out to be very good edge rushers. So I don't think we're going to have to panic there. I think cornerback with Jair Alexander. To be honest, I feel like with Jair Alexander bouncing on a squad like that in kind of the middle of the season, in like, which is understandable. You got to get his mental health together. I understand. But, us getting him from the Ravens and then not even having a player, it puts us in a situation where now Ringo has to go back out there. And if Kelly Ringo was good enough, we wouldn't have traded for Jair Alexander. This year, the same for me, where we lost to the Bucks in the playoffs last year. See what I'm talking about? You can also try and trade Derwin with any Florida teams. I was thinking, okay, so who I was gonna put him out there, right, and see, because he's a great player. The thing of it is, like I said, I got Makuba, right? Makuba. Oh, that's right, I had Makuba. That's right. I completely forgot we had Makuba. Can Makuba fall down into cornerback if he had to, or are they like? Because really, what I could do also to get some more picks is trade away Minka and what's his name? Okay, so for cornerback, Minka and Derwin James will make horrible free safeties, and cornerbacks, and so would Makuba and Reed Blankenship. So basically, either you let Minka Fitzpatrick start, right, and you let Derwin James start, and stunt the growth of Makuba and Reed Blankenship. I say move them. As good as they are, Minka Fitzpatrick, you can also try to trade in the third one. I say move them, right? Because what you can do is you can move them and get better at the position. So I say with Derwin James, I say trade Derwin James, right? Cornerbacks, that's the thing about it. Cornerbacks can play free safety, but free safeties can't play cornerback for they just not good at man coverage. So what I would say is go to the Chargers, pull up Jair Alexander and Leo Chenal. Don't even put the first round picks with it. Let them keep their first round picks that you got from them, and just give them back Derwin James and see if they go with it. Okay, they didn't roll with it, so you probably gonna have to put a pick with it to get. I would say put the pick with it. Wait, I don't know which one is which. Hold on, wait. You know what? I know a way to find out which one is which. That way we don't give away the best pick. That way we don't give away the best one. Okay, yeah. So it's this one, the 24th. So it's gonna be the bottom one. So the bottom one, the 24th. Trade that away. Right, just to kind of reverse the trade we had. It was a good trade, but we got to keep at least one player from the trade. But there's some people that I want to move around. Okay, so we just see if they take the 28th, and then we'll put Derwin James up there as well. Or should we keep Derwin? No, because we're gonna be trading away Minkah Fitzpatrick as well. Put Derwin James up there, and yep, we were able to reverse the trade and get Leo Chenal and my man Jair Alexander back on the squad. So now we have a stronger cornerback base, and we also have a stronger linebacker base. We now have Leo Chenal, Ivan Pace, and Jeremiah Trotter as strong linebacker. 3 Mike linebackers, 3 Will linebackers, deep cornerbacks, and free safeties. Okay, now this is where we get a little tricky. This is where you get a little tricky. Okay, Minkah Fitzpatrick, even though he's working out, we're going to go ahead and trade Minkah. Right, we're going to see what pops up, what people are offering. Brian Burns. I mean, you already had Abdul Carter, right? And you got, what did you get? You got some first-round picks for Abdul Carter, right? Didn't we, who's at left and right now that we got rid of Abdul? Oh, no, we still got Abdul. Yeah, I thought I traded him. I mean, are we under the 53 right now? Let me see something. Oh, no, we're actually over. Do we have somebody at strong safety? We got Reed. Oh yeah, Makuba's gonna. We gotta rotate him. We gotta rotate Makuba to strong safety, and we gotta rotate Reed Blankenship to free safety, and let them develop. And let's see here. With Minkah Fitzpatrick, is there anybody else we can move before we get rid of Minkah? Okay, let's just make sure we're doing the right thing here. And well, we could get rid of Derek Brown, and that way we have a strong free safety. That way but then Makuba won't be starting, and he won't be gaining experience. Let me see Makuba's stats real quick to see if he's ready to go. Zone coverage is there, play recognition is there, and then for Reed Blankenship, zone coverage is there, play recognition is there. Okay, they ready to go. They ready to go topside. Yeah, I said keep Derek Brown. Maybe what you could do is trade Reed Blankenship. Well, really, you could trade Minkah Fitzpatrick. Wait, does Minkah have like a super, what do you call that? Super ability to want to be here? Oh, he has super green. You can't trade Minkah Fitzpatrick. No, that's not something we're gonna do. We're gonna trade somebody else. Minkah is way back there. I think that's what solidified my top side. Where I'll get thrown on. Let's do this. Let's trade away. Let's trade away Derek Brown for just straight up picks. Or we can get Zach Tom. Okay, so the Colts are offering a first, and that would send him to the Colts. And then the Raiders are offering Jeremy Chin. But who's playing strong safety? Well, we actually want to go more picks, and we want him out of our division, and we want him somewhere where he could slow down other people. So I would say the Colts would be a good position because I do like to pick over there, and they are already offering the first. Now they're offering Jonathan Taylor. I wouldn't necessarily take Jonathan Taylor. I would look to ask for somebody like Quentin Nelson just to have like a super strong line, in my opinion. And then, I would say throw a bunch of first in there to see what they roll with, like just to see, what they're how far they're actually willing to go. Take the 9 off. Okay, take the second off. If you're willing to trade one of the best linemen in the NFL and 2 first-round picks, I'd do that. Okay, so it'd probably be 1 first-round pick and Quentin Nelson, or you could trade Quentin Nelson over there for 2 more first-round picks and stack up on the picks, and then bring up, say, I'm trying to think, is there anybody? Let's do this. Before we trade away a talent like him, right, let's go to the practice squad. Oh, we didn't. So we did trade away the one that was the high pick. Okay. So it was the 8th round pick. That's why they took that pick to give us back our players. Okay, so you have Mike Hall Jr., right? Mike, are we over? Yeah, we're over a player anyway. So where with Makuba's at 78. We Blankenship's at 82. I say this is what we do. I say send Makuba back down to the practice squad. Let him get a little bit more reps. And then let's move forward with Derek Brown and keep him on the squad. That way we don't have a problem where we get rid of one of our major run stoppers and then we can't stop anybody. Well, if Minnesota plays worse, sign Landon. Oh, Landon on there. We have a whole nother week. That's why I move forward. And this is going to be a good game, too. They got a lot of X factors. How they would develop, would they be good, and how much would it take to trade for this person. I say send Landon up to active roster if you trade Derek Brown because Landon is younger. You're talking about Landon from, let me see. Oh, well, first let me finish this roster. Stefano, welcome to 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. We have Leo Chenal back, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it's supposed to be, there it is. Leo Chenal's back. So Leo's going to be top side, and then Will's going to be behind him. So that's a strong linebacker core right there. And then Mike's going to be Mike, and then Will's going to be Will. We're going to go with right there. And then Jair Campbell's going to start over top of him. And then cornerbacks is going to get an infusion. Jair Alexander's back. So then we bring in him and Cooper DeJean over Ward. And then free safety is going to be Reed Fitzpatrick. And then the backup free safety is going to, would have been Makuba, but he's gone now. Okay, and then your fire creator, I'm going to tune in more. Jaquan, thank you for the support. Stefano, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Jaquan, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are also appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group as well. Saint Dom, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are also appreciated. Welcome into the stream and good name. I remember the game Saints Row, which is one of my favorites. So the team is stacked. Yeah, I make a lot of trades, man. I'm about 100 trades in. Corey, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are also appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream as well. Okay, Big AJ's back, so we're gonna give the start. We're gonna give the slot position to AJ Smith, Devontae Smith, and Marvin Harrison. No, excuse me. We're gonna give the slot position to AJ Brown, Puka Nacua, and Devontae Smith. The rush left edge is gonna be my man's. It's gonna be my people, Jahad Phillips, right? And then we got Nolan Smith behind him, and then we're gonna bring, because we got linebackers that we can bring now. We're gonna bring Jahad Campbell off the side on left. right? And then on right edge, we're going to bring Myles Garrett along with, where is he? Along with Abdul Carter. And then we also going to bring, give me Ivan Pace off the right. Do you think I got robbed? Hold on one second. You probably could trade your defensive tackle for like multiple picks. You mean Derek Brown? I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. Do you think I got robbed, traded Tony Pollard for Rasheed White and a fifth? No. Halfbacks are a dime a dozen if they're not like 90s or something like that. You didn't get robbed. Nose tackle, sub linebacker, slot cornerback. Yeah, the only reason like I really would want to like trade him away, but the only thing about it is like you'll see when I start up the game, right? There's like why this game. Okay, so see if you're looking for side by side content, how we say over here, if you're looking for side by side content, you want to go on over to the purple brand or you want to go on over to the red brand. Either one of those will be side by side on TikTok. It is up and down. Preferred format. So yeah, the thing about it is basically how I run the defensive tackle, because I play the defensive tackle position. Y'all are going to see some players that you might not recognize that are moderators and their players got created in, right? But sometimes you play a team where like you play a Ravens team, right? Where you need to hunt down Lamar Jackson. So you bring in myself, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis, because Jordan Davis, he's telling you a franchise. Cam Ward is good. In my opinion, I feel as though Cam Ward gonna be a good quarterback in real life too. He already succeeded more than Shadari Sanders, but who knows? We'll see how it turns out. Even though I think Shadari's the better athlete, the thing about it is, like, you could be playing the Baltimore Ravens, right, and Lamar Jackson's running all over the place, and you could bring in myself, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis, and we'll hunt them down because we're the fastest defensive tackles on the league. I mean, on the team, right? But then let's say you're playing the Ravens. And they start, but they're using Derrick Henry, right? So you might want to bring in Jordan Davis and you might want to bring in Jordan Davis, Derek Brown, and Vita Vea. So there is no middle. So Derek can't push forward. He has to go left or right. So that's what I mean about sometimes when you just like get rid of people and stuff like that. It's not really a good thing to automatically just trade people away. I think that they said I can't. Can I bring him back? I still can't bring him back from the practice squad. I rebuilt the Saints because their quarterback situation is so fun to figure out with the Browns. That is true. I'm playing the Rams right now. He threw 2 picks and we're losing 27-7. Yeah, I'm 6-0 right now. Okay, and then I know and then I can run the last week's recap so you guys can see it.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Lots to get to. We'll start in Philadelphia. The Eagles at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Eagles quarterback. He was filling up the box score. One of his 2 rushing touchdowns right here. He had 2 more through the air. The Eagles improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory.
Yep, 6-0.
Another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Kansas City Chiefs? And this is Xavier Worthy. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Cam Ward.
Uh-oh.
This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
He shrugged off the tackle and took off.
4-2 on the year with another win.
Oh, Eddie Dolford, they got tackled. Show me that again. He said, get off me. What?
Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Yo, the weekly recap is incredible now on Madden. Like, this is on his clutch. They cannot get rid of this. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna write these dudes on Twitter like, bro. Yeah. I gotta be real with you. There's no chance that you can get rid of this. I'm sorry. This is like an ultimate thing in this game. I'm sorry. You can't do away with it. Okay, all right, let's go. We got the depth chart set. At 99, they were 84, so this ain't one of those like they're a 63 team. Just to let y'all know too, as a recommendation, if you want to challenge yourself, like it's not all about just playing on Madden. What you want to do also, some things you can do to challenge yourself is change the draft class strength. Like I changed my draft class strength to being very strong. So what that means is like every year there's like X factors and superstars and strong safeties that's come out. And what happens is basically basically you turn the draft class strength up super high, or not super high, but at least because it's on normal. So I turned it up, I think, to strong or very strong. And then every position gets extra X factors and strong superstars to play at their position when the draft class comes around. So it makes it, more realistic that new players come out and it's not just okay. Like prime example, you see how for a period of time there's been Patrick Mahomes. No, there was Tom Brady, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and stuff like that. But now it's like Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen type thing. But then now you have like the J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and Jackson Dart and stuff like that. It's like always new young kids coming out, and they're good. They're not just, run-of-the-mill talent. I haven't played in a while, so I forgot if I could join multiplayer league if I already started. What happens is if you start a league with somebody, you should be able to... One second. If you start a league with somebody, you should be able to join in on their games. It's I don't normally run leagues myself with the community because of the fact that I need to be able to keep the games going myself. Like some days I can come in at 3:00 in the afternoon and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a couple games in to move the stream along. And if like say I have 4 or 5 people from the audience in the stream and you didn't play your game, that means that I can't play my game. So that means that I can't play Madden. So now the whole stream is held up, and that can piss people off. Speaking of their X factors and strong safeties, they have Derek Stingley Jr., who is an X factor cornerback. Nico Collins, who is an X factor wide receiver. Joe Mixon, who's an X factor halfback. They have Daniil Hunter, who's a superstar right edge. They have Will Anderson Jr., who's a superstar left edge. They have Nick Chubb, who's a superstar halfback. And they have C.J. Stroud, who's a superstar cornerback. And Jason Wilson, who's a superstar defensive tackle. So they have, if I'm not mistaken, a left and a right. Okay, so they have a left and a right edge who's a superstar and some other people. Okay, cool. Let's get it. He goes 14-3 now because Race Rashid White got scored. Touchdown. Gunnar Helm. Yeah, I got a gunner on my team. Isn't it? I don't think it's Gunnar Helm, but I got a born in gunner.
Charles Davis operating guard that tries you. Look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
All right, they get the ball first. I'm cool with it. Oh, you rebuilt the Raiders too?
Defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Good stop, bro. Good stop.
Past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Would you say that
2 running backs. Give me cover 1, middle linebacker blitz.
But obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense.
Oh! Nice one, CJ. Nice one. Okay, I see you. That was nice. That was nice. He called a two-player wide receiver run, and he caught me blitzing him across the middle because I thought he was coming with a run. Okay, so I might trade Owoko because Gunnar Helm has been producing. You gotta do what you gotta do. Cover 9.
That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second. And sometimes
Don't worry, you're not going to get away with that. Oh, that's gone. Mixon gone. That's 6. Oh, it's a good stop. Good stop. Okay. Short the field, fellas. Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go. Yeah. I'm on you now. I might trade Chigga Wogo because Gunnar Helm has been producing. Man, they traded me Brock Bowers. I traded away from Joe Kid. All right, come on. Let's go get him, gentlemen. That's right. Way to hurry him. Give me cover 9, show 2.
But you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Good stop.
3 yards, all they could muster there.
Good defense.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slowing it up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Turn middle.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
Don't get it, Tank.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Go PA Boo.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So
Daniil Hunter did not fall for that play action. Okay, that's the first thing I noticed. He did not fall for that play action.
Now it's 2nd and 10. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Give me double dig. Hit me with the double dig.
Not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week.
Thank you, AJ. Woo! What you talking about? So I got him on the spot. What you talking about? Big AJ. Okay, I see you, Big AJ. Come on, boy. Bring him to the line. What we got here? Ha! Ooh. No huddle. 4 verts. They ain't got no cornerbacks out there to keep up with y'all. Dust them. That's why they hit me. They bring in a blitz. Because they don't. Let's try something. They bring in a blitz. Let's go to that boy cross. See if we can line up that boy.
They love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They can't keep up with him. That's why.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run deep left side.
That was luck. Ooh, that's going to get ugly. All right. I know.
His coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
We got a defense to be on him.
The numbers for Mixon last week.
That was my fault forcing the ball downfield. No. Don't call that blitz.
Last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line.
Good stop.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Cover 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this.
I'm going to slide over. We creating a hole right there.
In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
We saw blitz. I traded Owano for a 3rd, 4th, and a 6th and Zamir White. I'm noticing right now I might. Can stop it from there. In 60 halves.
Up a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Another try for Mixon.
Good stop, y'all. I'm talking about.
Backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles.
Nah, they got 3 wide receivers. They're gonna throw some like right there type play. Give me cover 2.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. In motion left is a running back. Third and goal, Stroud. Caught left side, here's Dell.
All right, you're not gonna stress it. You're not gonna stress it.
Take Dell.
You're not gonna stress
Touchdown
it.
number 7 on the year.
I can't believe they hit us with one of them wide receiver screen cracks. Oh my God, he plays like that. I would have preferred Joe Mixon just running it on me. All right, I gotta fix that. They got the ball to start, so we get the ball back at half. So all we gotta do is just rebound. Let's do it. Let's get on it. You know what we gotta do. We know we're capable of.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
PA flex stretch. I don't think I changed the playbook.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key.
Come on, y'all. Y'all got to hold on to these passes.
Do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end.
Good catch.
It's complete. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
They got 10-0 too.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first
Give me
and
mint,
10.
smash, sluggo. Mint, smash, sluggo.
Let's go. Time up, Mustang 19. I got him, on me. Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
Okay. No interceptions. They got the rush on us. We know that we know we're coming in.
6-0, what a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason.
Nice try again. Double post.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
70 Timberwolf.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Great catch.
And he's
Great
going to be
catch.
taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the
Great catch.
Texans' 22-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
1 second, y'all. Got to change the settings. I am back. Sorry about that. I had to change the settings on some of the camera stuff and it turns on mics and cameras and all sorts of stuff. Okay, we was close. I threw the pass to MW Wagner. Let's go. No huddle. Inside zone. Go get it, CJ. That's right. Y'all fighting back.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles
Saying I got number one player of the game. Oh, you did, huh?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And then I also think we need to bring Patrick Ricard back. I had Patrick Ricard for a while. I think I'm trying to think of a position that we can go light at. I think John Mechie or something, or maybe we could trade Fuski for like a first-round pick or something. He had 20 rebounds. So I had 6 points. Them rebounds be saving the team.
The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta move this setup. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. We're about to start this right back up. Just give me 1 quick minute. I'm just in the middle of moving the setup. All right, y'all, I'm back. Let's go ahead and get this game going. One second. I'm back. There we are.
Coming into the weekend.
Now we down 3. Let's make it happen. Nolan, you got the side. I'm coming up the middle.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Come on, get it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Good hit. All right.
First play of the drive going for
Yeah, I said my Hulk looks incredible. I didn't know you could see it on the cam.
defensively they were in
Cover 3 match. I gotta show you my Xbox too. It came out great.
against a good quarterback like
He looked amazing, to be honest.
not play too much zone.
Yeah, be careful about how much time you're
Get down.
It's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the
Give me cover 4 quarters.
Still try and cover downfield.
So a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Defense right there.
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And
Slot,
following the
quick
turnover,
feed.
they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal.
Tag. Warriors, pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
Looking to throw.
A little high.
Little
high.
It's incomplete.
All right, I got AJ out there. What do I got for AJ? Hit me with the Pioneer shallow.
But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Oh, he knocked it down. Okay.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement.
Empty man shallow.
Just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it.
No. Good catch, AJ. Good try. No. We're gonna go for the tying field goal. Hold on, let me get the chat pulled up.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys.
You had 6 points and 20 rebounds.
Like he
I read that
wanted
before.
to have
That
that
was wild.
reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And his kick is good.
Tied it up.
Automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this return going to come
Good hit.
as he is belted at the end of that one. Running out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Let me cover 3 Sky.
Everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that
Good
you
hit.
make, but how you carry yourself.
Overload scene 3.
Show your team that you're still winning and how you continue to lead.
Now Stroud. And it's a short one
Good
here.
hit.
That was an okay hookup there with
10
his
for
tight
2.
end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
Good defense.
And so he covers here on 3rd down. As they
Great coverage. Great coverage.
hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the
In the
pocket.
middle.
The officials turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Inside zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Big halfback option.
Right to them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No,
Ah.
you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom
You
shelf
line that one
material.
up.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by
Slot
guys.
cross.
And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as they're able to
Double
get
cross.
the third down conversion. He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, it's an RPO. That's why the pass didn't come out.
70 Timberwolves. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
It's another one right there. Tell him what it's hitting for.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up with him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Auburn now for the play after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Cover 6.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Cover 3 buzz.
Goes into the 37 here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Texans are going to first of their timeouts.
Cover 4 quarters.
Stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he lost the football.
We got it.
The defense says they have it. They do.
We got it.
Play into the ball game in early
Monster defense.
We've all seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Wide
The
corner.
Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to
Red zone
to
up.
the line now. Eagle to throw now, 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. Only 2nd and a couple. The Eagles is going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before
PA flex stretch.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36.
I was gonna run, but they was in the way.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final
All right, Aubrey.
timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the
Wrapped it in there.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. These guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nah, you ain't pushing me off, brother.
They get him down behind
You ain't pushing me off, brother.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Fighting through. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on the visiting New York Giants. And this is the Giants wideout.
Damn, the Giants are
He's
6
so
and
good
1 now.
working down the field. Hauls this one in.
Wait till T
in
hear
stride.
about this.
52 yards, touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel
Steelers,
City.
Steel
We'll
City,
check in on the
3-3.
Steelers as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This will wind up a touchdown. 14 all, the score
Anthony
at the half.
Richardson is starting, not Luigi.
One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the
Look at
Ravens
Manny.
quarterback.
Look at Manny.
He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out.
He juked him
The
and he
Ravens
danced
on
his way
top
into
in
the
this
end
one
zone.
at halftime. With that, a look at the rest of the action
Wow.
going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
The think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think
Good catch, Brock.
I think they'll try to help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. It's complete to Brown, right side.
That's right, AJ. Go and get you another one, AJ.
A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21.
Here, y'all.
Here's the Texans
Knox. This is a closed-off franchise in Isolation community. Sorry about that. Couple 4 quarters.
looking to put a drive together. Trying to get the run game going. This is Mixon.
Good put them. Good
He
put
put
them.
up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can see what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped
Cover 9, so too.
there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Stroud working out of the gun. And this throw incomplete.
Good defense. Cover 3 5.
Lead to 3rd down. Here's Stroud. That's it. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Challenging that. We had that.
As they watch the replay, they want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the
You
contrary.
got that. Give it back to us,
Give
bro.
these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call
That's
way
bullcrap.
more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does
Oh,
not
it's
pan out,
bullcrap.
and that's also going to cost them a timeout. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die part of this game.
Good, y'all. Good hit.
He has to start right here.
You're talking about good hit.
Yeah, now they've got a final
Monster
chance to get out of
defense.
this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
Cover
they
3
need to
style.
save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And It's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to
cover
get
4
yards
quarters.
against, let alone put points up on the board.
That's complete to Dell. And he can only manage to take this
Good
thing to
defense.
the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses get open.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over
Big
possession.
flex stretch.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated.
Go with it, Brock.
Getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just
Okay.
a drills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
17-yard line.
Catch and run, bro. Catch and run. Yeah, cross.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
70 Timberwolves. Bronco leading. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this will leave it a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1.
Shallow cross.
Here's second and 1 now from the 7.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught.
That's right, that boy. Don't get you one, that boy. That's what we talking about, that boy. Don't get you one.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is now
All right, now this is where I rotate some of my wide receivers to give some of the other guys some work. Like say Puka Nakua, bring him in. Smitty, bring him in. Marvin Harrison Jr., bring him in. And say Jahan Dotson, bring him in. Get all of them some work. They can get touchdowns too.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. This passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from Philadelphia territory now,
Coverage
it's
style.
first and 10 at the 46. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Fighting through, he's got space. He's got
Good hit, Minka.
3 here.
Went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tight.
should have tapped out, had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Got his man down. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans
In motion right, that's Dell. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This time, man.
Big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Stroud to throw it. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
That's another Texans first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Houston.
Stroud. This goes out long from Mixon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway.
Coming for a quarter.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. The quick slant caught. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And use your time now. Already at 4 minutes, 22 seconds. Ah, good stop.
And he's going to get this
What
back
you
to
talking
the 40-yard line.
Dyson said your setting on all Madden. My setting is on the setting below all Madden, all Pro. If you're looking for all Madden content from me, you want to go over to the red band. You want to go to the Madden franchise and scroll back a couple of years when I played with all Madden in the franchise cap. I turned off the cap and turned it down to all Pro, as I feel it's more enjoyable.
Backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Get to him. He got that. I wasn't. He got that.
C.J. Stroud.
I've had him under control all night.
Touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans get a bit closer.
No, I'm cool with it the way it is. Like that. See, what you're doing is you're coming in when we're playing. You're coming in when we're playing. It happens all the time. You're coming in when we're playing the Texans, when I'm beating them 34-16. You got to come in when we play, like, hold on a second. Yes! You got to come in when we play like the Ravens, the Chiefs. Who else is mighty powerful? The Giants are 6-1. The Chiefs are like, I think like 6-1. The Ravens are like 6-1. Like, I mean, you can't help the fact that the Texans aren't all that good. What you want me to do? I can't make every team good. I got the draft class turned up strong. Hey, they didn't draft good. It ain't my fault. Come on, get that, get that. I thought I'd get a touchdown off of that one.
The onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages
When you halfback stretch.
and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Go left.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Good run.
He's going to be out of bounds down
Good run.
at the 35-yard line.
Let's go halfback stretch again.
9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Go left with the stretch.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time
The
now
first.
to the 30, will be down at the 31-yard line.
Key flex stretch. They were expecting a pass. Bring them to run.
With some tempo.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Bowers, incomplete. It's now 2nd and
Wide receiver on.
Now back to throw. And that falls to the ground.
Good catch, AJ.
Nice
Catch.
job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
See you, Smitty.
3rd down and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
1 second, y'all. All right, we got 3 seconds. Go.
They'll look to throw.
Ah, he got it. That's good. I was trying to get Smitty a touchdown. That's cool.
And the Texans are going to have it here just
That's
past
cool.
25. Looking to put a drive together. Now Stroud. That's going to be called by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 18. And the Texans first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw.
Cover 3 match.
200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
I'm talking about Witherspoon. We'll take that. I'm talking about Witherspoon. Monster defense.
Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Give me
And after
Cook
the
in the cool.
interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
79, bro. Get up. Get up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dennis Gunner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Going to be taken in here by McCool.
Great catch, Cook.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's another Eagles
Mint PA fake slide.
first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Quick slants.
Rack, ready. Huh.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
slide, go
Keep the
cross.
clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle to Smith.
The second down pass.
9 yards, not quite enough. And
Inside
they're left
zone.
now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He didn't get the touchdown, but
No harm.
he did get the first down.
I was going to CJ get the last one.
At the 1.
First and goal at the 1.
He'll try to run this one in.
Play CJ.
This time he is in.
Another one.
Play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a bit on them as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Good hit.
inside
Good hit.
30 to 27. The Texans
Coming 9,
get
show
set
two.
to take over again on offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with nice drives and maybe build some momentum.
Yeah. Called monster defense, CJ.
Touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. Here's Stroud.
We'll take that.
Intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Hey, Minka.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Here, cross, go.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Halfback stretch.
It leads to
I'm
2nd
not
and 10.
lying. I'm not lying. Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Looks right. And there goes score.
It's another one, CJ. Put it on him.
Touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Getting a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think, pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. To hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Auburn now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
I heard them on today, fellas. They played some great ball today.
That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
I'm talking about Carter. Now's the defense, Carter.
Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
So, fellas, we got him. Yeah.
So it's a victory here for the
30.
Philadelphia Eagles. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Eagles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Yeah, man, 2 touchdowns, 317 yards. I'll take
So
the
for Charles
317
Davis
yards.
and our
You know what I regret doing? I regret trading Josh Allen, so I'm going to see if I can walk that back All right. Oh, 23 up to 27. Let's go. Forced 3 fumbles, ejectors, 30 team tackles. Oh, we got the Halloween. So they got the Halloween stuff out. Oh, they got the A.J. Brown spotlight. Oh, that's cool. We got the background for A.J. Brown premium reward. That's what's up. What I did was I didn't like the fact that I traded him away, and I know it's not going to be easy to bring him back, so, especially with him being the best person on the team. That's not going to be an easy one. I know they're not going to really go along with it. I know they're not going to be trying to hear it, but I know there's a lot that I can do to kind of make it work a little bit better. I think that I'm willing to move some pieces that I wouldn't have been able to move in the future, like say Tyler Lindenbaum, Will, and a first-round pick. And I got him back. Okay, I'm willing to do that because I feel as though myself, if I had to be honest, that he's a very great defensive end, and you can always find a center. And a 30-year-old lineman, no. 30-year-old lineman is not who I want playing center. And then Cam Jurgens is doing good. We got an open spot. I'm going to bring somebody up from the practice squad. I'm going to bring up, I need a lineman, so I'm going to do, we don't have any first or nothing like that, right? We got him. Okay, so the defense is good. Okay, let's bring up Ernest Jones, and let's let him get better. From the practice squad, the boy Ernest Jones. Let me see what he got. Power, 78. Looking good, young boy. Looking good. What did he turn out to be? Star. Okay. Top 16 right tackle in the NFL. Looking good. Okay, sign him from the practice squad, bring him up. And then Cam Jurgens will be taking the center position. What we could do if you really wanted to strengthen the line, because you have 3 left edges and 2 right edges, you could, like they said with the picks, you could trade Brown away for, because Brown didn't even, like, what's his stats for this year? Has he even done anything this year? I mean, he's already, his temper has him at a 99, but what has he done this year? Okay, last year, okay, I take that back. Last year he had he had the highest sacks of his career with us last year with 7.5 sacks. He has 0.5 sacks so far. He played, he has 7 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss so far. He has played in, let me sleep on this one. This will be a trade that you have to tune in next week to see what we do. Because I think that Tyler Lindenbaum is a great center, and he gave me time to be able to pass in the pocket. Let me see, because he did give me, don't get me wrong, he gave me mega buku time to pass in the pocket. But he might be the best. Yeah, Lindenbaum's literally the best person over there. And they want like a mic or something. You could trade. I would say you could give him Leo Chenal if you can get Lindenbaum back for Chenal. Okay, that's close. Chenal is good and all that, but you know, a center's kind of hard to find. A 90 center. They're really looking for a mic. What else could I give them to go along to get Chenal back? I actually don't want to do anything to mess up my team. So maybe what we'll do, like I said, let's not do a rush trade. We'll see about this next week. We have the young boy on the roster. We'll see how he turns out. We have 45 coaching strength. We're not going to do anything. Let's not rush it and be like, you know, I'm going to be live tomorrow. What's today? Today is Wednesday. Yep, Thursday Night Football is tomorrow on Prime. I should be live before the game comes on sometime in the afternoon. You have a lot of wide receivers not playing if you want to consider that. That's another part as well, what I was going to say, Dyson, because I have Marvin Harrison Jr. because I like Marvin Harrison Jr. and I feel as though he's being screwed over on the Cardinals, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kyler Murray's a good quarterback. I just feel as though he's not being used to the potential that he could be used. And he's already an X factor in his second year, so I feel like I can make him like a 99. As much as I love Jahan Dotson in real life, I really could use that spot for, like, here's my thing, right? Before I even get out of here, I really could use that spot for, like, a fullback, right? I just feel like myself, he could, you know, and then with Jahan Dotson, right, when you look at the lineup, Puka Nacua, these two guys are my moderators. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson's not, you know, when they say trade target, that's because he's not playing. You know, he's number 130 ranked wide receiver, top 35%. So I could probably just come in here right now before I get out of here and find, just so I know, because you know how sometimes you forget what you wanted to do. I could come in here and find the best fullback in the game, which is going to be Patrick Ricard, right? He was over here 9 years. He's playing for the Ravens. So I could probably, I don't know if you can get him for a 7, because typically they don't let people go for like 7s like that. Okay. But then what you could do is you could do, say, Jahan Dotson. You could do Jahan Dotson for Patrick Ricard. And, well, there's a little bit high on him. But either way, I have other positions that I'm looking at you know, because I agree with that. You know, you got Jahan Dotson. He's not really doing much. I could really use his position because there's this other player that I normally work with, which is Bobby Boucher from The Water Boy. I normally bring him into the game because it's one of my favorite football movies of all time. But at the same time, this is something I have to figure out tomorrow. They say the coaching staff has a 92%, so they don't really have that much faith in my coaching staff, even though it's one of the best coaching staffs you can put together. Tomorrow we'll look to put together some trades. We only have 2 weeks left. I think really you only have like a week or so left before you can do any other trades, and I don't want to force any trades or anything like that. So basically, we only have a week's worth of trades left. But I want to thank all of y'all for being here. First of all, I want to thank all of y'all for the likes. I want to put down today that this broke the likes record. We broke the likes record today at 16,500 likes. I want to let you guys know that I have been invited to Live Fest. Okay, not the official concert thing in Vegas, but I have been invited to and participate. So if you can, help your boy out. Hit me with some votes. Hit me with some coins. Try to get me up there. I would greatly appreciate it. I will be live tomorrow. Have a blessed, safe rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.